have confidence in Secretary Austin?
I do.
I'm sorry. How you doing?
Was it the option to? I can't remember not to tell you earlier.
Yes.
I'm really getting the sense that Biden just doesn't care anymore. I'm also getting the sense that he doesn't really care for Kamala. I mean, I know he'll get out there and give the speeches that are written for him. I know that he'll say the talking points, but deep down, I don't think he's feeling it, folks. And he's been doing and saying a lot of questionable things lately, and people are laughing this stuff off. But I don't think he would be saying these things if he was running for re-election. I don't think he would be doing certain things if he was running for re-election. I honestly just think that he doesn't care. Like, what was it, last week or the week before that when he put on the Trump hat? Like, that right there should have been a moment that told everyone, like, hey, Biden is fed up with whatever nonsense is going on. And I'll be honest. In that clip, Biden was actually likable for a minute. Don't get me wrong. I don't like the guy. But for just a moment, when he was joking with the older people and putting on the Trump hat, there was just a tad bit, a tidbit, a moment, a glimpse of a likable Biden. But like I said, people have been laughing off some of the stuff that he's saying as if it's a joke. And he's also using the excuse of being old and feeble. But I really think he's trying to get away with saying a few things and doing a few things, taking digs at Kamala, taking digs at the Democratic Party that forced him out of the election, if you just pay attention. And recently he said something that raised eyebrows, right? He mentioned how he's not supposed to have young girls on stage, and how he's been told not to have young girls on stage. But he's going to do it anyway. It was kind of creepy. And I understand why he's been told not to have young girls on stage, because he has this problem with, like, sniffing. You know what I mean? He likes to sniff people. I think we've all seen it before. But before I go any further, I want you all to hear what he had to say, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
You know, I thought when I got to be president, I'd get to do things that I wanted to do, but my staff tells me what I can't do. But I'm going to do it anyway. All the young women, young kids out there that are out there, come on up and do this when we stand behind me when we do this. Come on.
So a lot of people are reacting to this clip, and naturally they are reacting to the creepy aspect of it. Because he's talking about how he wants, you know, young girls and young women on stage with him. I get the creepy aspect of it. But I feel like we've talked so much about how creepy Biden is with young girls and with women in general. We've seen the awkward moments where he's touching them and sniffing them and they feel awkward on stage. We've talked about that for years, right? So there's really no need to make another video going over that. We get it. Yes, this is creepy. What I'm more focusing on here, though, is how he mentions that, oh, when I became president, I thought I would be able to do what I want. But my staff tells me what to do and what not to do. That little statement is what really caught me by surprise. Joe Biden being creepy, that doesn't surprise me at all. We all know that. But it's that little comment, and of course people will laugh it off as a joke. But that's Joe Biden in a moment where he doesn't care anymore, right? He's showing you, he's telling you the truth. Hey, I became president. I thought I would be running the show. I thought I would be calling the shots, but it turns out I don't make my own decisions. My staff tells me what to do and what not to do. And my staff has told me not to bring girls up on stage and young women up on stage, and we know why his staff told him that. But he's like, screw it, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not listening to my staff anymore. Young girls, come up here. I need to sniff those heads. So yeah, all of that part is creepy, but it's the truth at the beginning that I'm focused on here. Because he basically admits what we've already known. And he says it, like I said, so people will laugh it off as a joke, or people will say this is just another Biden gaffe. Oh, it's Biden. He's got dementia. He's out of his mind. But there was some truth there in that statement. And we still got a couple of months of truth that may start coming out of Biden. Don't get me wrong, I don't think this guy's going to do, a State of the Union and just spill the beans about all of the dirty stuff going on in the world. No. But from here until the election, pay close attention to some of the things that he says and does. I don't think we'll see much from Biden, but when we do, there's going to be little tidbits of the truth. There's going to be little digs, like him putting the Trump hat on and like this right here. Basically admitting that he's not able to do what he wants to do, that someone else, his staff, he calls them, they're behind the scenes making decisions. He's just a puppet. And he basically admits it right there on live television before being a creep. But for now, I want you all to creep down to that comments below. Let me know what you think about this. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell. And as always, if you find yourself getting too worked up by all of this, remember, it's just political cinema.